Good morning. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today we're heading to CES Motorsport to work on the E36 M3. Doing all the brakes, rotors, pads, brake lines, flush out the brake fluid, put in some new brake fluid. Dude, this new short shifter is feeling amazing. Started putting everything back together yesterday, but man, this has made such a big difference. So the rotors are made by Brembo and the pads, I believe, are Stop Tech. I've gone with those on multiple builds and they just seem to be a solid setup. So that's what we're doing for this one. Started putting things back together like the glove compartment, all the center console stuff. Got this boot back on. I did order a new one because there's a rip in it, but yeah, man, she's looking good. All right, what is up, guys? We are back at CES Motorsport. Like I said, we're gonna knock some stuff out today, getting the car on the lift. Let's show you what we got. So I just went with the Brembo blanks for rotors, very, very basic. These are the backs, these are the fronts. For the pads, we did Stop Tech Sport, Stop Tech Street. For the backs, this is just kind of like all they had in. I just took basically whatever they had. This isn't like a track setup, but you know, if you're gonna be doing track, these are just cheap and easy to burn through, and you don't really have to spend too much money on like nice, you know, slotted rotors and all that stuff. So I just went with these. These are all from ECS Tuning. Big shout out to those guys. This is basically just gonna be like my street setup. And then when we go to actual track mode, we're gonna probably be doing some Hawks or something a bit more aggressive with a lot more bite. I do have a couple of other things that showed up here. Some bushings, differential bushings, poly bushings, a universal flex disc that I need to replace, and then a rear sway bar reinforcement kit. Probably not gonna get to that today, but I am gonna knock all this stuff out. Today is just gonna be a fun little E36 M3 day. This isn't gonna be like a DIY or anything like that. There are plenty of E36 M3 DIY videos when it comes to brakes. This is a very easy job. Should be a good one. Shout out to CES Motorsport for allowing me to use their bay today. If you guys are in the Monroe, Charlotte area, you need work done in your car, tuning, right now they're actually tuning the Supra with F80 Paul, but tuning and dyno or performance installs or really anything with BMW and a lot of Supra stuff, this is the place to come. I'll leave their information down below. Let's get into the video. All right, man, let's get to wrenching. Yeah, we really need an alignment on this thing. Got to get those camber plates in. We got a subscriber in the house. Shout out to you, bro. I just met him. He's got the thick whip badges on there, the American Patented badges. He's heard about this shop from the videos, and he's doing a 93 pump gas with meth tune via boot mode F80 Paul. So very cool. Love it that people come to this shop and they hear about this shop from me on our videos. That's really what we're trying to do, is really just trying to educate people and bring some value of some sort when it comes to the BMW and Supra gang. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull off all the wheels and get started with this brake job. But yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. I think I'll start with the fronts. All right, man, got everything off. Super exciting. These are trashed. Dunzo. Got everything off here. Had to take off the stud conversion kit. Completely forgot about that, but we are good. So now it's just a matter of reassembly. So I'm gonna start with the fronts here. These are the fronts. I'm gonna unbox these and just start reassembling, and then pack up the pads with some grease, slap them back in there, and then we are gonna do a brake flush, fluid flush today, and a refill. First one is done. All right, I just went ahead and knocked out the backs. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything riveting or exciting. We got the new pads in, got the new rotors on, all 4 corners. Looking good, looking good, looking good. So now we're gonna go ahead and bleed the brakes, and then we are going to grab some new brake fluid. The guys over at Liquid Moly are supporting this build. They've sent everything we need. I believe in here or in, oh, nope, that's my oil. Should be brake fluid in there. If not, we have some back here. So this is gonna be a complete flush, all new brake pads, all new brake rotors. It should help tremendously. Huge shout out to the guys over at CES for allowing me to use this bay today and just knock this out. I haven't done brakes in over 10 years. Let's go another 10 without doing them. How about that? There's no way around it. Brake jobs just suck and they're annoying. So, especially on like an older car where everything is just completely filthy and rusty. Anyways, let's hop into the flush and put in some new brake fluid and we'll be on our way. Time for fluids. Going with the Liquid Moly .4. Dude, I'm really excited to like hear and just feel the difference. It's fun because like every little thing that I do to this car just makes such a big difference because everything that's on the car is so bad and so old. So anytime we're replacing it, it just really improves the overall driving experience. Can't wait to get into a lot of these bushings, my flex disc, like a lot of these things are just destroyed on this car. And yeah, it's gonna be, man, it's gonna be such an overhaul. Such an overhaul. All right guys, you need anything done? This is the shop to come to. We just wrapped up all the brakes, wrapped up everything, torqued down all the wheels. Fun little project. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done brakes, man. That brought me back to my Honda days for sure. But she's looking good. So I'm gonna be back in here in CES next week. I'm gonna be doing all my sway bars, the sway bar upgrades by Turner Motorsports. Before I forget, big shout out to the guys over at ECS Tuning and Turner Motorsports for all of the brake parts. I'll have them all listed down below for you guys if you're interested. But yeah, we got a bunch of parts that we're gonna be doing on this car next week. I will personally be doing them in this shop. It's kinda nice to have a lift, dude, not gonna lie. But we're gonna go ahead and hop in the car, see how the braking feels. You gotta remember, man, the brakes that I had on this car were toast. The brake pads, toast. So this should make a really big difference. This car already has a braided stainless steel brake line kit. So with everything else, this should make a really big difference. Let's hop in the car. All right, you guys get to see the very first of the braking. I'm nervous, man. What if it doesn't stop? Oh, dude. Oh yeah. She's driving good now. She's driving real good now. Dude, feels like a whole new car. I never thought I'd be so excited about braking. Just like fresh, smooth, easy brakes. This thing is really coming together, man. It's so fulfilling to work on this car, you guys. Just because like everything is so old and bad, so like anything we add onto it, it just makes such a big difference. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thank you so much for watching. We got a bunch of new parts coming next week. Roll cage comes next week. Guess what color it's gonna be? Guess what my accents are all gonna be on this car? It's gonna be so good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll have everything that you saw in the video linked down below. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Peace out.